alive?
You bet your life, son. Lovely. Anyway, nice to be here. Won't keep you too long. I want to go home myself. The old woman's got laryngitis and I don't want to miss a fucking minute of it. She said to me last week, take the dog down a bit. I said, why? She said, it stinks. I took the dog down a bit. And the doctor said, he said, how long's it stunk like this? I said, 3 weeks. He said, that's how long it's been fucking dead. Saddam Hussein's just gone into hospital for a circumcision operation. The surgeon said, I can't operate on this man. There's no end to this prick. There was this prostitute, she got knocked down by a car. She's laying on the road saying, my God, I'm blind, I'm blind. All of a sudden, the fella pushed his way through the crowd. He said, stand back. He said, don't panic, stand back, I'm a doctor. He went up with his prostitute. He said, you all right? She went, no, I'm blind. He said, don't panic, I'm a doctor. How many fingers I got up? She went, fuck me, I'm paralysed too. Turn it in, for Christ's sake. There's a geezer running down the road. A fella said, where you going, mate? He said, a lion's escaped from the zoo. He said, what way did it go? He said, you don't think I'm fucking chasing it, do you? Quasimodo's running down the road. He's got 20 kids running after him. He said, fuck off, I haven't got your football. Quasimodo went to Burton's. He said, you got a suit to fit me? The governor said, if we have, someone's going to get the fucking sack. Quasimodo wanted his hump removed. He went to the doctor. He said, doctor, I want me hump removed. The doctor said, get undressed, Quasi. Quasimodo took off 15 overcoats, 19 suits, 18 shirts, 12 jumpers. The doctor said, hang on a minute, Quasi, when was you last at school? He said, 47 years ago. The doctor said, didn't you ever wonder what happened to your fucking satchel? Geezer walked in the doctor's, he's got a steering wheel sticking out of his flies. Doctor said, what's that? He said, I don't know, but it's driving me fucking nuts. Another geezer walked in the doctor's, he said, Doc, he said, can you get AIDS from a toilet seat? The doctor said, only if you sit down before the other geezer gets up. This geezer went to the doctor, he got examined, the doctor said, look, I've got to tell you, old son, he said, you've got a strain of AIDS, which is called HIV 556. He said, what does that mean? He said, what does it mean? He said, you'll be dead within 3 days. He said, turn it in. He said, I am telling you. He's gone home, he said, Mum, I've got HIV 556. What does it mean? He said, you'll be dead within 3 days. He said, oh, she said, come down the bingo hall. He said, the bingo hall? The bingo hall? I've been dead within 3 days. She said, don't worry, come down there. He went down there, he played bingo. He won everything. 4 corners, any line, full house. Up come the national grid, he won £87,000. The bingo caller said, son, I've never seen anybody so lucky in my life. He said, lucky? Lucky? I got HIV 556. Fuck me, said the bingo caller, you won the raffle as well. This geezer walked, he said, Doc, he said, I haven't come for an examination. He said, I've got to ask you something. The doctor said, what is it? He said, is homosexuality hereditary? The doctor said, no. He said, well, the only reason I'm asking, Doc, he said, you see, my father was gay. He said, well, I've already told you, young man, homosexuality is definitely not hereditary. He said, well, the only reason, he said, Doc, my grandfather was gay. He said, look, young man, how many more times? Homosexuality is definitely not hereditary. He said, but Doc, my great-grandfather was gay. He said, good God, man, doesn't anybody in your family fuck women? He said, yeah, he said, my sister. He said, This other woman walked in the doctor's. He said, Dr. Mike, I'm in trouble. My husband's impotent. He said, you're a very lucky girl, and let me tell you why. Today alone, I've had a delivery of tablets. Now, you put these tablets in whatever he's drinking. Doesn't matter what it is, tea, beer, coffee, milk, anything you like. But as soon as he's drunk it, stand back, because these work fast. Come back and see me on Wednesday. Never mind about Wednesday. Monday, the door opened so fast you could have lit your fags on the hinges. There she was. Doc, terrific. He said, did they work? He said, did they work? He was drinking coffee. I put this tablet in his coffee. No sooner he drank the coffee, he was across the table at me. Wallop! There was a cups and saucers in the air. Under the table, across the carpet, up the stairs. It was bloody marvellous. He said, I knew their work. Sorry about the cups and saucers. So that's all right. We're not using that restaurant again. Will you turn that row in, for Christ's sake? Here all bleeding night. This farmer walked in his hat. He's covered from head to toe in crap. It's dripping off him. He's walked in a kitchen door and he's looked at the table there, and there's his wife lying on his highly scrubbed table. Not a stitch of clothes on, legs 10 past 10. She said to him, I want fucking. He says, so do I. I've just ploughed the wrong fucking field. They're lying in bed that night, the farm's going downhill but fast, haven't got a copper coin between them, and he leaned over, he got over her boobs, he said, you know what, my dear, he said, we get those old boobs to work and give a few pints of milk, we can get rid of the old cow. He put his hand between her legs, he said, we can get that to work and lay a few eggs, we can get rid of them old chickens. She leaned over and grabbed his dick and said, we can get that to work, we can get rid of your brother. How do you make a woman moan after a man's had a climax? Wipe your dick on her curtains. Always upsets her. What do you call a dog with no tongue? Scruffy bollocks. Jesus Christ. This geezer. Vicar walking along a canal, and he can see in this canal, this geezer sitting up there in front of him with his feet in this filthy rotten water. He was crying his eyes out. The vicar went, hello, young man, what's wrong with you? Oh, is it vicar? He's vicar all my life. He said, I've been ridiculed by the world. He said, what are you talking about? He said, I've got the biggest, horriblest feet in the world. The vicar said, I'm sure you haven't, young man. He said, I have, vicar, I have. And he took them out of the water. These feet, they were rotten as a pear. Huge. Carbuncles on them, warts. Lumps of crap dropping off them. Awful they were. The vicar said, look, young man, he said, I just had a brilliant idea. Why don't you go, he said to a hairdresser's, have your hair dyed bright green, I mean a brilliant green, and then people will look at your hair and not your feet. He said, vicar, what a wonderful idea. I think you may have saved my life. This geezer's gone to hairdressers, he said his hair dyed a bright, bright green. He's walked out the shop. As he's walked out the bloody door, a voice went, oi, you with the green hair. He went, yeah. He said, then you got big fucking feet, he said. That always amazes me. Us public suffer it well. All that, you know, all them vicars and that. Every time you open up the paper, there's some vicar with some having skulls, little boys and little. Why don't? This vicar was sitting in his vestry. He just done a service, and this little girl coming, about 13-year-old, crying her eyes out. Oh, she went, vicar, I'm so upset. He said, what's the matter, my dear? She went, vicar, I've got these 2 lumps coming up on my chest. Have you, then? Better have a look at those. She took her blouse off. There they were, just firm and budding. He said, that's... He said, that's nothing to worry about, my dear. That just shows you're growing into womanhood. She said, but no, that vicar, I've got this hair at the bottom of my tummy. Really? He said. Better have a look at that. She dropped her next there, it was all soft and curly. He said, that's nothing to worry about, my child. I've got hair at the bottom of my tummy too, look. And he dropped his trousers. He went, my God, vicar, when will I get one of those? He said, as soon as you close that fucking door. That was pricing, mate. This vicar's walking along the road. There's a little boy playing on the side of the road. He said, hello, young man, what are you doing? He said, I'm playing. He said, I can see you're playing, young man. What are you playing with? He said, prussic acid. He said, you can't play with prussic acid, young man. Prussic acid is dangerous. He said, I don't tell you how to play with holy water, do I? He said, but holy water and prussic acid are two entirely different things. Now, for instance, last Thursday, I put some holy water on a lady's belly and she passed a baby. As Mummy said, the little boy, last night I put some prussic acid on my dog's bollocks and he passed a Ferrari. Here, listen to this. Last weekend, me and half a dozen mates went to Amsterdam, went to see that Pavarotti. What a miserable bastard. Don't like you joining in. No. And it went off. It was freezing cold. I'll give you an idea how cold it was. I snapped a dog off a lamppost. Listen to this. How cold it was. Me and my mate got back to the hotel. We're sharing a room. He's walked in the room, put his hand down his trousers, pulled out an ice cube, put it on the radiator, and as it melted, it went... That's cold, man. The next night we've gone out, we've been on them bloody joint things and all that, right? We've got in this club and it's happened to everybody sitting in this room tonight. Some stage in the game, you're in a place and you can feel there's something wrong, right? And after about 10 minutes in this place, I could feel there was something wrong. It was a puff club. No. I said, this geezer I was dancing with, I said, I'm leaving. He said, you can't. I said, why? He said, we're in the fucking finals. Will you turn that row in? I've rushed straight in the toilet, there's a notice on the door, said beware of puffs. I've gone inside, there's a notice on the mirror, said beware of puffs. There was a message on the floor, I bent down to look at it, he said, you've been warned, wife! While I'm in there, this woofter come in with another guy. He said, you know what he said? He said, they call me Sweetie Botty, he said. Goes, well, what do you mean? He said, you can put any sweetie in my botty, he said. I'm getting a bit too fucking good at this. He said, you put any sweetie in my botty, he said, I can tell you exactly what it is, he said. Goes, when you were in luck, he said, I've been out with the kids today, drop your straws, you got out of toffee. He went, what's that? He went, He said, that's a toffee, he said. He said, well done. He got out a Murray mint. He went, what's that? He said, that's a Murray mint. He went, you are sharp, pal, you are sharp. Zip, wallop, what's that? Oh, he said, that's a fucking treat. Two things I found you mustn't say in a puff club. One, toss you for a drink. You don't fucking say that. Two, fuck me, it's hot in here. You don't say that either. We've come out, it's got to be 2 o'clock in the morning now. We're looking for a bit of crumpo, right? We've seen this place, over 35's night. I've walked in here, this woman come up to me, over 35, she needed fucking ironing. She went, hello. I said, hello. She went, do you know anything about vibrators? I said, a little bit. She went, good. How do you switch them off? I said, how old are you? She went, 90. I said, that's your age. She fucking dropped dead. I peered through the crowd to the bar and I've seen a bird sitting here. Caught him up ugly. Had a face like a Zulu's hut. And the size of her tits, they were that far apart, they had different postcodes. I walked over and went, hello, darling. How'd you like to sit on my face? She said, why is your nose bigger than your cock? I've got her up dancing. I'm dancing around in the circle. She's getting taller. She said, you know, if we're dancing around a circle, you're getting taller. She went, oh, no, I've got wooden legs. You're unscrewing me. I thought, what? I said, you haven't. She said, when I got two, I thought, I'm having none of this. I said, you fancy a bit of the other? She said, that's what I'm here for. I've got her out round the back alleyway. I've got her on one of these waste disposal units, and I am doing a biz. Got the wooden legs at 9:15. She went, I suppose we've got to get married here. I can hear wedding bells. I said, that's me bollocks banging on the bin. What's the matter with you? Got to ride up here like that. All of a sudden, the copper come round the corner. Make matters worse, he went, oi, what are you doing with that fucking wheelbarrow? This copper's gone round the corner, down another alleyway, there's two puffs at it. This copper's run after him. He's got one puff, the other one's got away. He said, oh, I'll get hold of your mate. He said, I'll shove this truncheon right up his arse. And a voice went, I'm in the bin. Father Christmas came down the chimney into a tiny little room. In the middle of this room was a beautiful young girl standing there with a negligee on. Father Christmas went, ho, ho, ho. She said, do you want to stay for 10 minutes, Father Christmas? He said, I haven't got time for that nonsense. I've got to go all over Europe. She said, no one about that. She got a finger and a thumb, undone this bow of this little blouse, and it fell away. Oh, fellas. Oh, this bird head was bleeding. It was like walnuts. They were lovely. Father Christmas, behave yourself. He said, I told you once, I've got to go all over Europe. She said, never mind about that. She got her thumbs in a little panties and pulled around us over this lovely rounded sailotch. Father Christmas said, you lousy bastard. I got to stay there. I can't get back up that fucking chimney. This other Father Christmas in his grotto, and he's got about a 13-year-old girl on his lap. He said, and what do you want for Christmas, my dear? She went, Father Christmas, if it's possible. She said, I'd like what all my friends have got. I want some hair at the bottom of my tummy. He said, would a little white beard do? Listen. These two midgets had it up on the lottery. They won £1 million. They've gone up the West End. They had a bloody marvellous night up there. Got hold of two beautiful prostitutes. Gone back to their hotel. They've got adjoining rooms. And one's on the bed. He's laying there all night. And this prostitute has done everything to. She's tickling his plums. Nothing. All he can muster is half inch and a dozen wrinkles. And all night long in the next room, he can hear his mate going, 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. They met in the lobby the next morning. His mate said, you bleeding, how'd you do last night? He said, lousy. He said, I laid like bloody bed all night. Nothing happened, not a bloody thing. You was doing well all night. He said, piss off. I was trying to get on the fucking bed. Do you know the difference between a tightrope walk across Niagara Falls and the mother-in-law giving you a blowjob? In both cases, it's advisable not to fucking look down. Hey, it's nice to see you all there, but as it happens, this week is an anniversary of 2 weeks of mine, the worst 2 weeks in my entire life. Now, that's a fact. And I may have told you before, and I do not apologise for telling you again, because it was a real sad couple of weeks. Basically, the story is, I'm working on EastEnders, I'm up at bleeding Aberdeen. On a Friday, I'm not supposed to work on a Saturday. Something goes wrong, as it often does, they've got to call me back, which means I've got to fly. Oh, Christ. I've never flown in my life before, and I've never flown again. I mean, I just frightens the life out of me. I mean, anywhere I go in the world, I go by boat, because if the boat sinks, I can swim a few strokes. Can't fly a fucking inch. I'm up at Aberdeen, I'm at the airport. Anybody ever flown out of Aberdeen Airport? You know what I'm talking about. Barren. Hour and a half, I'm walking about there, and a little sign outside a cafe said, food at popular prices. And all that'll do you, really. I walked in, I said, do us a favour, son, get a cheese roll, meat pie and a cup of tea, will you? He said, certainly. I said, how much is that? He said, £19.50. I said, £19.50? You got a sign outside, food at popular prices. He said, but I fucking like it. I called him over. I said, here, pal, there's a worm in my meat pie. He said, that's fat. I said, it's entitled to be. It's eating all the fucking meat. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm in there, a geezer come in, said to the geezer behind the counter, can you do me a breakfast? He said, certainly, sir. He said, can you do it my way? He said, what's your way? He said, well, a fried egg, but it's going to be fried so hard that you can take it to the plate and bounce it up and down on the floor like that. He said, the beans are going to be cold inside, hot outside, cold inside, hot outside. He said, I want the fried bread dripping, soaked in grease, no crispy bits, no crispy bits. I want tomato skins, no tomatoes, just skins. The bacon has got to be so well done that when you put the fork in it, it springs all over the room. He said, I haven't got time to do that. He said, you fucking found time yesterday. He said, unbelievable. I'm sitting there. This bird come up. She went, hello. I said, hello, sweetheart. Do you fancy a bun cup? Oh, I said, I've only got 2 bob girls. That's all right, I've got change. I said, whereabouts? She went, I've got a room upstairs. We've gone upstairs, we've both peeled off. I'm just about to alarm. So she went, I'm kinky. I said, so am I. She went, doing my way. I said, what's your way? She went, slowly. She went, now spit on me. Poo, poo, poo. Poo, poo. Slap me face. Yes, fucking please. Get me boobs and bite. Get the cheeks of my arse, put them apart and slap them. So it's come out. So I'm not surprised. I've forgotten what I was fucking doing. Oh, man. Oh, dear. Oh, now I've got to fly back. Oh, God, I'm standing on that bloody desk there with this bloody air stewardess. I'm getting my ticket processed. And I'm looking out at the tarmac. I'm in this plane. God, it was so old. They were refuelling it with logs. I said to the stewardess, what airline's that? She went, Celebrity Airways. I said, never heard of them. She said, we've flown everybody. Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper, Jim Reeves. Dickie Valentine. I said, Dickie Valentine was killed in a car crash. I know, one of our fucking planes hit it. Oh. I got on board, the stewardess said, where do you want to sit? I said, in the black box. Wait a minute. I'm sitting here with this tapping coming up the hill. I've looked around, 4 ring of dark glasses, captain's out. I said, you the skipper? He said, yes. I said, well, you're blind, don't you? He went, yes. I went, I am sitting there and I got all this bilious attack come up the steward. She went, are you all right? I said, no, I'm not all right. She said, you feeling sick? I said, yes, I am. She said, use the bag in front. I didn't fucking know the woman. Didn't know her. That went away. The woman next to me started to feel sick. I pushed her head between her legs. She let out a scream. I didn't know she was smoking. Didn't know. And all that bullshit on aeroplanes, in case of emergency landing, put your head between your legs. If I could put my head between my legs, I wouldn't leave the fucking house. Oh, of course, the inevitable happened. My first flight and last flight. I don't want to repeat that again. As we're halfway bleeding down to London, on comes the skipper, ladies and gentlemen. We've lost an engine. There is a possibility that we may have to ditch this plane in 25 minutes. Oh, my God. Everybody's dying, screaming. This little girl got up the front. She could have been more than 19. She went, I'm a virgin, I'm going to die. She started to strip all her clothes. Said, please, some man make me feel like a woman. Geezer got up, took his shirt off, threw it at her and said, here, fuck it all on that. We've landed, and I've got to tell you, anybody out there who suffers with headaches and migraines, I've got to say, honestly and truly, I really, really feel for you, because I don't. But on this particular occasion, when I got on that plane, my God, it went straight, oh! I've got off the straight through the bleeding airport, found a chemist, I walked in, I said, do us a favour, son. I've got a terrible headache. I said, no, man, an aspirin are no good to me. Could you make me something up? He said, certainly. He said, you're Mike Reid, aren't you? I went here, as a matter of fact, I am. He said, you know what, Mike? He said, we had Frank Sinatra in yesterday. I said, you didn't, did you? He said, no, you prick, you just asked me to make you something up. It doesn't stop there. On the Tuesday following, I'm sitting home, I'm reading Salman Rushdie's new book, Buddha's a Wanker. That night I've got to go to work, right? I've got in the bleeding car, I'm going to work, it's foggy. All of a sudden the car breaks down. I mean, this is all part of them 2 weeks, man. I'll never forget it. It breaks down, I've got to thumb a lift. The car ain't moving. All of a sudden, out the mist, up pulled a motor. I thought, Michael, my son, that will do, you. I've got in the motor, leaned over, closed the door. As I've closed the door, I looked over towards the driver. There ain't no driver. Motor's going along the road. No one at the wheel. All of a sudden, a bend appeared in the road. I thought, how are we going to get round there? As I'm thinking that, a pair of ghostly hands appeared at the wheel and began to steer the motor around the corner. I thought, that's my lot. I left that seat in hell of a mess. I got outside, there's another fella standing there. I said, don't get in there, mate, there's something wrong with that. He said, you're telling me? He said, I've been pushing that fucking thing 5 miles. Own up time, onto the AA, they've got the motor car fixed, brought it out to me where I'm working, I'm driving home. Own up time, I've gone over the bloody top. I'm well over the top. I got near my house, there's a roundabout, right? Been raining, put the foot on the anchors, the car's got a 4-wheel skid, hit the roundabout sideways on, rolled over 8 times, flattened a bus stop, landed upside down on its roof. Up come this copper. He said, are you drunk? I said, of course I'm drunk, I'm not a fucking stump man. What's the matter with him? The following day, I've got to go up to Leeds, right? It's a long time ago now, and I don't do a lot of travelling. I'm too long in the tooth. But on this particular occasion, I had to go up to Leeds. I like to get up early. I play a game of golf. I've played with a member around this bleeding golf club. The greatest putter. Any of you guys and girls out there have played golf, this man was the greatest putter I've ever seen in my entire life. No matter where he was on the green, he was slotting them. Better than any pro I've ever seen. I said, you're marvellous at putting, mate. He said, yes, it's down to these bifocal glasses, which is French for bifocal glass. Bifocal glass. So listen. It doesn't matter. These sort of fucking glasses. Anyway. I said, what are you talking about? He said, bifocal glasses. Got it right at last, he said. You look down there, you see a small ball. He said, you look up there, you see a big hole. All I've got to do is put a small ball in a big hole. I said, can I borrow them? He said, of course you can. I see him an hour and a half later. He said, how are you getting on? I said, terrible. Went for a wee, didn't I? I looked down, I see a big one and a small one. I knew the big one wasn't mine, so I put it away and pissed myself. I'm up there for 2 nights. I'm working at this Trades and Labour Club. I've come out the bloody hotel. There's 2 drunks laying in the gutter. One drunk's blowing up the other drunk's arse. Up come this copper. He said, what are you doing? He said, I'm giving him the kiss of life. Copper said, shouldn't you be at that end? He said, you smell his fucking breath. Listen, don't matter where I go in the world, and I'm sure it applies to you guys and girls out there, one of the easiest things going, if you know, is giving directions. Why people get it muster? I always get the village idiot. Always. I said, this young fella, I said, excuse me, young man, how do you get to the Trades and Labour Club? He said, my brother takes me. What? Good God. I've found this Trades and Labour Club. I've gone in the car park. What an area. It was bloody awful. I've gone in this car park. There's a geezer walking about with a set of keys with his flies undone. This couple come up and said, what are you looking for, young man? It's, I'm looking for my car. Copper said, where'd you see it last? He saw it on the end of this fucking key. Copper said, well, where is it? He said, I don't know. It's just someone must have nicked it, I suppose. Copper said, do you know your flies are undone, sir? He said, fuck me, to nick my girlfriend, too. Let me tell you something. As I walked in this club, on stage there was a Muslim, I will repeat that, a Muslim stripper. And all the fellas are going, show us your fucking face. I did well. Halfway through my act, they gave me a house. Brick by brick. Fuck off. I like in-gags that everybody can understand, like the professional golfer. He's giving this woman 302 lessons. 302 he was going mad. He said, Mrs. Davis said, please, you've had 302 lessons. You can't hit a golf ball. You're making me look bad against my brother professionals. Don't you understand, Mrs. Davis said, the game of golf is very, very simple. He said, the golf club is an instrument. It's a tool. Please, Mrs. Davis, look, I'm not being rude. Please believe me, I'm not being rude. But treat the golf club as if it was your husband's penis. Gently, darling. Don't squeeze the life out of the bastard. Gently. She hit this ball 280 yards down the middle. The pro went, Mrs. David, fucking marvellous. Now take the club out your mouth. I was going down the road here. I was a bird farm in a lift. Well, I've got pulled over. She's got in. God, it went half ugly. And it opened the window, stuck it. I said, bring her head back in here, for Christ's sake. I don't want people to think this is a cattle truck. She said, my throat's dry. I've got a mouth like the bottom of a parrot's cage. I said, it looked like it's had a cock or two in there. She said, every time I look in the mirror, I feel sick. I said, well, there's nothing wrong with your fucking eyes, is there? I've got it in the back seat. It's taken out of Durex, and I can't stand wearing them things. They make your dick look like a bank robber. And when she's got it out the packet, it's got all lumps on it, wobbly bits, warts. I said, what's that for? She said, I get more pleasure out of it that way. I turned it inside out. I thought, fuck it, why should she have all the fun? Fella in a lorry driving down the road, and for 8 miles behind him, an Irishman in a bleeding car, honk, 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 honk. After 8 miles, the driver stopped. He got out and said to Paddy, what's wrong with you? He said, you're losing your load, sir. He said, fuck off, I'm gritting. Two Irish guys walking along the road once said, Seamus, would you come over here? There's a headstone here of a man who lived till he was 181-year-old. He said, Jesus Christ, Pat, you're right. What was his name? He said, Moyles from London. That's what that was. Taffy and Paddy are walking across the mountains. Taffy and Paddy, and all of a sudden they found a sheep with its head stuck in the fence. Taffy thought, that'll do me, boy. Oh. Dropped his strides away he went. Oh, that's lovely for you, boy. When he finished, he said to Paddy, your turn, Paddy. Paddy put his head in the fence. This Irish fella went to have his name changed. And he walked into Somerset House. He said, I want my name changed. Commissioner said, you go out the back there through the doors there, you see a woman at the desk, she'll do it for you. He walked up to his desk, he said, I want my name changed. I said, I see, yes, what is your name? He said, Patrick Shithouse. She said, I see him. What would you like it changed to? He said, Michael. This Irish fella was backpacking all over Australia. He come to this massive sheep farm. He went up to the governor. He said, "Oh, Jesus, sir, good morning. Do you like a bet?" Yeah, he said, "I don't mind a bet, mate." He said, "I can tell you how many sheep you have on this farm, sir. Could I be having one for myself?" Yeah, he said, "It's a big farm, mate, with thousands of sheep." He said, "Have a go." He said, "You have 4,602,000. He said, "That's right on the button, mate. Go on out with an animal." This paddy walked across, picked up the animal. He's just going out. The Aussie went, "Hang on a minute, mate." He said, "Do you like a bet?" "Oh, holy mother of God, that I do, sir." He said, "If I can tell what part of the world you come from, can I have my animal back?" "Oh," he said, "that you can, sir." He said, "Dublin." "Holy mother of God, how did you know that?" He said, "The one about how I knew that, just put me dog down and fuck off." Oh, it's only going to wake me, the old woman tonight, Jesus Christ. Said to me this morning, "What does reincarnation mean?" I said, "When means when you die, you come back as something else." "I don't know. When I come back, I want to come back as a pig." I said, "You ain't fucking listening to me." 2 weeks ago, she found a bleeding bit of paper with her name on it, Alice. I said, "What's this fucking Alice? What's this fucking Alice?" I went, hang on a minute. Hang on. It's the name of an horse. My mate gave me it last week to have a bet on his horse called Alice. I forgot to have a bet every Monday if she went bleed. I said, "I'm telling you." That night I've gone, I said, "Anybody been in touch?" She went, "No, but your fucking horse has rung 3 times." Oh, and I'm married, I can't believe it. I'm standing at the old end. The vicar said to me, "Do you take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife?" I said, "I do." The vicar said, "Let me ask you that again." Walking down the aisle, someone threw an horseshoe. I said to my old woman, "That's lucky." He said, "What's lucky?" I said, "Someone's thrown an horseshoe." He said, "What's lucky about it?" I said, "Is it your mother in the fucking mouth?" Went to Spain for the honeymoon, you know, hotel knew we was coming. The receptionist, "Ah, the happy couple. Would you like a bridal?" "Nah," so I swing on the tits. Got upstairs, getting ready to bed. I said, "Listen, Dom, just gonna go down and have a pint." She went, "No, come on, it's our wedding night. Please don't go." I said, "No, I only want one part, I'll be back." 3 hours later, I'll come back, 6 pints inside me. She's been in the bath, showered, lying on the bed, looking beautiful, all the chiffon and bleeding silk all round her. I went, "Oh," I said, "Can I take a photo of you like that?" She went, "Of course you can." I got out the Polaroid wallop. So what are you going to do with that? I said, "I keep it in my breast pocket for the rest of my life." I said, "I'm going to have a shower, I'll be right with you." I've gone in the shower, I'll go out. She went, "Can I take a photo of you like that?" I went, "Yeah." Fucking yeah. She went, "Wallop." I said, "What are you going to do with that?" She had the fucking thing enlarged. I went, "Oh, don't be like that." I said, "Because you've got lovely big tits." She went, "What?" I said, "You've got lovely big tits." She went, "Hey, just a minute. This is our wedding night. There is no need for that. I'm not going to suffer that the rest of our life. No, I don't even want to sleep. You get out on the balcony." I said, "Turn it." She wouldn't get out on the balcony. I said, "It was only to get out there." But she go, "Wah!" 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm standing on the balcony, freezing me plums up in my underpants. All of a sudden, 2 doors down there open up. A geezer come out. I said, "You all right, mate?" He said, "No, I bleeding ain't. I'm on my honeymoon." I said, "I know, you're bleeding, Phil, pal. What are you doing out here?" He said, "The old woman's getting undressed. She's just taking her knickers off." And I said, "She's got a lovely big arse, and she's thrown me out." 10 minutes later, 2 doors up there open up. A geezer come out. I said, "But you put your foot in it." He said, "No, but I fucking could have done." He said... And like all young couples, we used to play all the games. I remember saying to her one night, "Shall we try the wheelbarrow position?" He said, "What?" I said, "The wheelbarrow position." "And how'd you do that?" I said, "Well, you take your clothes off, you lay face down on the floor, I pick you up by your legs." You went, "All right, but for fuck's sake, don't push me past me mother's, will you?" Yeah, we used to try all those bloody games. We had a bloody bedroom full of mirrors. Still got a mirror now. But I put it under her nose now to see if she's still fucking breathing. I think her legs have been together longer than the shadows now. She's frigid. She's that frigid every time she opens her legs, a fucking light comes on. Do you know what her idea of oral sex is? To sit me down and fucking talk me out of it. All them years ago, I used to call her my little kitten, my little bunny, you know. Over the years, the animals have got bigger and bigger. I'm up to your fat old cow at the moment. Oh man, the size of her arse, and she insists on wearing those bleeding fishnet tights. When she takes them off, her arse looks like a waffle. And I have to wear one of those illuminated condoms, you know, that's in case the light goes, she can still read a fucking book. Oh, she was up for it last week, surprised me. She said, come on, she said, I'll tell you what, we'll have a little game for a change. She said, you go to the bedroom, put the illuminated condom on, turn the light off, and I'll come in and jump on you. I'll put it on the fucking bedpost. Yeah. Oh, I can't stand it, man. She's laying there, you know, come and make love to me, and I climb on its mound of flesh. Usual thing happens, me fucking ears pop, you know. I'm laying there trying to get out of a thick and nothing could happen because I can't fucking think of anybody, you know. She said, should I get on top? I said, oh, ridiculous, it won't go downhill, I ain't gonna fucking go uphill. Own up time, I will say something about my mum. She does try to keep up with fashion. I mean, she does that all the time, really does. 4 weeks ago, she shaved her pubes into a heart shape. Looked lovely. Ruined her fucking lawnmower, but... I've got up about 2 weeks ago, opened the front door, there's a load of weightlifting equipment in the corner. I said, what's that? She went, weightlifting equipment. I said, how much was that? She said, 85 quid. I said, 85 quid? What you got that for? She said, I thought I would do some exercise and make me boobs bigger. I said, your boobs bigger? What are you talking about? She said, that's what I thought. I said, you don't need bleeding weightlifting. All you need is a bit of toilet paper. So what are you talking about? I said, you get the toilet paper, rub it between your boobs, they get bigger. She said, are you sure? I said, of course I'm sure. Look at this done for your fucking arse. And the kids came along, you know, oh, that was joy, that was. Oh, there's a lot of parents sitting there, obviously, and we all know our kids, I mean, they're so bloody funny when they're small. Don't know they're funny, but they are, and I remember sitting in the bath with my Michael, 3 years old. He went, Dad, what's that? Oh, so it's me hedgehog, son. So he got some cock on it, hasn't he? And then the inevitable question came from my daughter to my missus. Fortunately, she asked the missus because somehow for no reason, only you girls seem to be equipped to answer it. Where do babies come from? And she done the usual thing. Well, what happens is, darling, that daddy plants a seed in mummy's tummy. Oh, said Angie. Do you have to swallow it? She said, only if you want a new dress. And all of you parents out there know exactly what I'm talking about. If you've got more than one kid, they've got something that's similar about them. The same hair, the same face, the same complexion, the same personality. They've got something similar about them. I've got 5. Going back a long time ago, out one Christmas in a jumper, out with the lads, Christmas morning, few pints, getting pissed but not pissed. I get home, I'm sitting there, mum's doing a dinner, I look at my 5 kids, and through the mist of the bleeding drink, I went, hang on a minute. Them 4 kids there, they look something similar, but him, he's totally different. Has he got a different father? She went, yes. I said, I know it. I know it, he's the bastard. She said, you. And as they get older, My Michael, 15 years old, suited and booted, going out on his first date. He's got a torch in his hand. I said, where you going, son? He said, I'm going courting, Dad. I said, when I was your age, I used to go courting, but I never took a torch. He said, no, look at you fucking wound up with. Little kid in school, teacher said, Johnny, if there was 3 crows on the fence and a farmer came along and he shot one, how many would there be left? Well, he said, none, miss. She said, no, listen to the question, darling. 3 crows on the fence, farmer comes along, shoots one, how many would there be left? Oh, he said, none, miss. She said, no, well, how do you work that out? He said, well, as soon as the farmer came along, shot one, but a bang, the other 2 will fly away. She went, yes, I understand your point, but that's not what I'm getting at, darling, but... Yeah, but I know, yes, I like the way you're thinking. That's very nice. I like the way you're thinking. He said, Miss, can I ask you a question? Yes, certainly. He said, there's 3 women walking along the road. They've all got an ice lolly. One's licking the ice lolly, one's sucking the ice lolly, and one's biting the ice lolly. Which one is married? Oh, she said, my God, the one sucking the ice lolly. He said, no, the one with a wedding ring, but I like the way you're thinking. Teacher in school said, David, if you wasn't covered in human skin, what would you like to be covered in? Oh, I said, gold, miss. I said, gold? Why gold? He said, well, I scraped the gold off. He said, get a little pole. He said, and when I got a pole, he said, I could go and get a BMW. I said, all right, Derek, what about you? Well, he said, same as Dave, miss. He said, but platinum. He said, because I could do the same thing. He said, I'll get platinum scraped off. He said, platinum's worth more than gold. He said, so I could have a BMW and a Mercedes. I said, what about you, Charlie? He said, pubic hair. I said, I beg your pardon? He said, pubic hair. I said, why is that? He said, well, my sister's got a patch about that big and you want to see the fucking motors outside her house. Little boy come running home from school, he went straight to his mum and dad's bedroom, his mum and dad on the bed, dad's giving mum one. He said, Mum, what are you doing? So I'm playing crib. Your father's and your partner get downstairs. He rushed straight downstairs in the lounge. In the lounge, on the couch, is his sister with her boyfriend, Tony. Tony's arse is a blur. He says, sister, what are you doing? So I'm playing crib. Tony and my partner get out in the garden. He rushed straight to the garden, to the gardening shed. In the gardening shed, there's his old granddad flogging his Horace. Way. He said, Granddad, what are you doing? He said, I'm playing crib. He said, where's your partner? He said, well, you've got a fucking good hand. You don't need a partner. I'm also at this stage. Anybody got a cigarette out there, boy? I know you can't smoke, but I can. Would you mind me, old son? Bit of a liberty, but I left mine in the machine. Good luck, cockatoo. Excuse me. I'm not fucking Paul Daniels. Oh, the inventor of the fucking H-bomb here. Oh, well, it's a cup of tea, whatever it is. Thank you very much. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Grandad now, great time in my life. There's some grandparents out there, I know there is. And when you get to that stage, I mean, every stage of life, every decade brings something new, brings something fresh. It's absolutely wonderful. I love it. I remember my grandson, 6-year-old, come up. He went, Grandad, he said, will you do your frog impression? I said, what are you talking about, darling? He said, your frog impression? I said, I don't understand you, sweetheart. He said, well, Nanny said, when you croak, we can all go to Disney World. I went round my daughter's the other night. She went, oh, Dad, thank God you're around. The old man's bleeding gone. I called Michael today. He said he was playing with himself. I said, well, you know, baby's 6-year-old. He's found it now. Let him knock it around, you know what I mean? She went, no. She said, I don't want that at all. I want you to go and I said, don't put it down to me. I ain't my game. I'm his granddad. She said, please, you listen to off. Upstairs. Hello. It's me, son. Come in, granddad. I said, listen, darling, Mum's told me that she caught you, don't do this, son, because, you know, it can affect your eyesight. He said, I'm over here, Grandad. Oh, dear. Oh, my old Nan was a bloody character, she was. This old girl was in an old people's home. And she's wheeling herself round the gowns, and all of a sudden this big black fella jumped out. He went, oi, You got a licence for that wheelchair? She went, hang on a minute. She got in a bag, pulled out a sweet wrapper. He said, all right, that's all right, that'll do your licence. She went, thank you very much indeed. She got about another 20 minutes, this black fella jumped in. He said, hey, you got any insurance for that wheelchair? She went, I think I have somewhere. Yes, he did, I think I have, yes. Here you go. She pulled out a Smartie wrapper. He said, that'll do for your licence. Still wheeling around, half hour later, this black fella's jumped out, ain't got a stitch of clothes on, bleeding great pert cry out here. She went, oh, not the fucking breathalyzer again. She said. Yeah, they're bloody lovely old people. My old nana was talking to a couple of old girls, I'm going back years ago, she said, do you think when you get older, girl, that your old Jack and Danny gets bigger? The other girl said, well, why don't you go home? She'd get a mirror in the bathroom, she said, put it on the floor and stand over it. She said, you'll be able to see if it's bigger or not. She's gone home that night, she's got a mirror, she's standing over it, my granddad's walking past the bathroom. Whoa, he went, come here, girl. She went, you hurt my arm. He said, hurt your arm? You'd have broke your fucking neck, you'd have fell down there. He said. Great compliment to any artist when another artist gives their time up to come and see and work, whatever their line of endeavour may be. I've got a lady, and by now you must know out there that is Frank's new partner, or Frank is her new partner. It's a lady that I love very much, and this lady I've known for many, many years, and something I found out very recently. This girl was a pro to her fingertips, and I do love her lots. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Barbara Windsor. Very nice one. Hello, baby. And next to her, Anna Karen plays Arnie Olive on the buses, theatres all over the country. Wonderful actress. Anna, darling, thank you very much indeed. Yeah, thank you. I love classic stories. This geezer, he's pulled up in his bleeding great lorry, 2 o'clock in the morning, to one of these transport cabs owned by a little woofter. He walked in there, he went, oh, he said, are you still open, Steve? He said, yes, I am. He said, what are you doing here this time of night? He said. Oh, he said, Steve, he said, I'm sorry. He said, I had a blowout on a bloody M5. He said, all I want is a cup of tea and get to my bed. Oh, he said, I'll give you a bed away. He said, no, don't joke. He said, it's 2:30. He said, I just want a cup of tea and get to bed. He said, look at me, I'm in a tea. He said, no, he said, I'll give you a bed away. He said, don't have a go at me. He said, I've been coming up here for 15 years, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. I always come here. You know I'm always here. He said, but it was so late. He said, I gave you a bed away. He said, you bastard. Come on, I'll give you a fucking dry slap. Give me better, well, you're joking. He said, I'm not. He said, you're a fucking murderer, you bastard. He said, don't worry, he said, I'll never come back. You work your calf right up your jacksie, right up your jacksie. He said, you can sleep with me. He said, yeah, with the fucking edge up. With the edge up. He went outside, he said, oh, don't worry about it, I'll have a kip. Went outside, he lowered the tailboard, he got the bleeding sheet down, unfolded the sheet, slid in between the sheet, pulled the sheet back on top of his tailboard, pulled down a coil of rope, laid his head on it. As he laid his head on it, all of a sudden, he heard this motor pull up. He's opened one eye, a long powder blue Cadillac, and in this car was just an unbelievably beautiful young woman. He said, what are you doing on the back of the tailboard? I said, I'm having a kip, darling. He said, it must be very cold. Yeah, he said, but I don't mind it, babe. All I just want to do is have a kip. She said, look, I don't live too far from here, about 5 minutes. And she said, by all means, there's so many rooms in my house. You're welcome to stay. Go, he said, thanks, darling. He jumped on the tailboard, got in the car. She's putting her foot on the gas. 2 minutes later, pulled up in this gravel drive with huge poplar trees all the way down it. Massive, great fountain, and this huge mansion. He thought, what a fucking gaff. She's pulled round the door, he's done the right thing, gone out, opened the door for her, she's got the door, rung the bell, just about, the door's open, the butler, full kit. He said, yes, madam. He said, evening, Jenkins, could you get this gentleman a drink, please? What would you like? Oh, I said, brown and mild, light ale, anything like that, you know what I mean? He said, I'm sorry, we haven't got something, would you care for a brandy? Yeah, he said, brandy, lovely, lovely. So he went away, he said, come into the room. They've gone to this room, it's about half as big as this, massive, there's Goyas all round the wall, bleeding Rembrandts, great big fire, French furniture. He thought, what's a fucking gaff? She went, do sit down. He said, no, I've got the overalls on, I don't want to do that. No, please sit down. He sat down by this great big log fire. This woman had her dress down, cut down to here. He's come back in, Jenkins, the brandy, madam. He said, I pour it for him. I won't be needing your services any longer, Jenkins. Thank you and good night. He said, good night, madam. He's gone out the door. She started to pour the brandy. Lit her boobs around. He thought, yes, Bucky, please. He's had a sip of the brandy. He said, I suppose you're tired, aren't you? She said, yeah, I am a bit, yeah. He said, as soon as you finish your brandy, I'll show you to your room. Bosh! Gone outside, up the stairs. You know when you got these pictures, you see these millionaire houses where the staircase starts here across the top and then down the bottom. That's how this gaff was. She's walking up the stairs in front of him. He's walking up behind her. He's watching her arse go vroom, vroom, vroom. By this time the brandy's well working and his old chap's going vroom, vroom, vroom. They get to this room, open up the door. What a bedroom, man. All these beautiful satin curtains and lace was everywhere. He said, look, darling, I can't get into bed like with your hands like this. I'm covered in grease. She went, no, there's an ensuite. That's in the corner of the room there. You can have a shower or a bath. I'll go and make her some hot chocolate. Cool, he said, thanks, darling. She's gone downstairs. He's walked in this bathroom. Italian marble, sunken bath, 22 carat gold handles all over the place. He thought, this is lovely. Out the overalls, underpants, socks off, boots off, in the shower. Way. Oh, I fucking love this gag. Way. Out of the shower, dries off, goes back in the room, has a look around this room. As he's standing there with nothing on, he hears his hand on the door handle. He thought, hold up, she's coming back. He makes a dive to the bed. He gets in the bed, the sheets stop there. Black satin sheets, wonderful. The door's open, this bird's walked in with a cup of bleeding chocolate in her hand, in this negligee, see-through. You could say, oh, he thought, here we fucking go. She walked in. She stuck the chocolate on the coffee table. She sat on the bed, because as she sat on the bed, all the blankets had gone tight, and you could visibly see it going. She started to run her hands all through the ears in his chest. She went, Maya, aren't you big? Yeah, I suppose I'm big. Yeah, it's putting ropes and sheets all day, darling. Oh, it makes you like that. So I suppose it makes you tired as well, doesn't it? Well, she does a bit, love you, not a bit, yeah. So I go leave her to go to sleep, then good night. And with that, she walked out the door. He thought, a lousy cow. Fucking going on. Get him at it and bleed and piss off. I'll have a Barclays. Yeah. Who can I think about? Ah, yeah, the wife's sister. He's just about to throw it over his thumb. When all of a sudden, the door opened, the bird is standing there with nothing on at all, not a stitch of clothes. The light in the bedroom's out, but the light in the hallway's on. And she's standing with her legs slightly parted. You can see all the curly clock springs and everything. He thought, this is it. She's walked in, sat on the bed. She went, are you cold? Yeah, I'm a bit. Would you like me to get into bed with you? Yeah, if you like. With that, she's got in the bed and she started to nibble his ear. Like that. She got her fingernails, lightly, but very, very lightly, started to rake him all over the chest, very, very gently, all round by the plums, the curly clocks, rolled up, round the Harris wall. She started to nibble his ear and gently bite him just down the neck and across the shoulder. He went, yes. She went, darling, are you ready for me? He said, yes. She went, take me, I'm ready for you. And he rolled over and fell off the fucking towel board. I'd like to thank you very much for being here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I do appreciate it. And I'd like to say something what I always say, because I mean it with great sincerity. I'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas, because we're right on top of it now. And a Happy New Year. I'd like to wish you everything that you wish for yourself, and it's something we can do for each other that makes this whole world go round so much better. It don't cost a copper coin. I've never been a preacher, but it don't cost a copper coin, and it does make this world move round so much better. Be nice to each other. Thank you very much. Good night.